All right, so I'm back again. Got my tea ready. Boom. Now, I want to get into this thing that I had, right? When I was like 19, 18, bro, there was one thing that was on my mind, and that was a girlfriend. That's all I could think about. That's all I could care about. That's all I wanted in life, and I felt like it was so out of my grasp, and it was kind of was. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think it actually was that out of my grasp. Like, I was at uni, and I was with some all right people, I guess, in my dorm. They were decent people, but they were way more social than me. Like they were way more socialized. Like I spent too many years by myself before I went to uni. So when I went to uni, like I was very like asocial and not well adjusted at all. Just really not well adjusted. Um, I had so many like mental issues, bro. Like I don't think I was mentally ill, but I had mental issues for sure. Um, Huge self-esteem issues, massive self because I wasn't competent. Like I think that's what it comes down to. I wasn't competent enough, and I didn't have a lot of confidence either. So yeah, like I was a mess, bro. I drunk so much alcohol in that year. I would go to bars, but I would just get pissed. I wouldn't even speak to anyone. I'd go to bars, um, and like pubs and stuff. But I was like, the whole thing was just Satan, wasn't it? It's just all Satan, and as opposed to me thinking that the way I should do things is by doing the normal thing, which was go to societies that you're interested in, explore your comfort zone, try things that challenge you. I just didn't see that as being the route for me. I saw like this idea of fun being the thing that I need to do in order to kind of like explore life. So I drunk a lot, went to these bars and clubs, and like rather than build community which was actually fulfilling around something that I was passionate about, which is what you're supposed to do. I wow, like I went really on the wrong path. So I didn't develop my passions at uni. I didn't develop my passions too much. I didn't develop myself too much, to be honest. The only thing that I really developed was my ability to write. I completed my degree, which I did enjoy, to be honest. I did enjoy the degree, but I resented being there because I blamed my mum. I don't know why. I wanted to join the military. I should have just joined, to be honest. I think joining the military at 16 would have been a better pathway for me. But who knows? That didn't happen, so I don't know. So anyway, I was obsessed with finding a girlfriend or being with a girlfriend. And now when I look back, I'm like, why? Like, why were you so obsessed with getting a girlfriend? Like, why was this the only thing you cared about in life? Because you understand that that's a relationship with a person. Like, you can only have relationships with people if you've got something to give, right? And I don't mean money, and I don't mean status, and I don't mean power. This is Shaitan speaking. Don't buy into that crap. Please, if you're on my channel, do not buy into that crap. That women are only attracted to power, they're only attracted to money, they're only attracted to status, they're only attracted to good looks. Now, don't get me wrong. Good looks, very, 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 very helpful. I'm not going to say it's not helpful. I said 4 times it's helpful. Having social status, having power, very, very, very helpful. What was it? Money, very, very, very helpful. Does that mean you shouldn't have these things? Should you not strive to improve your physical appearance? And I don't mean by mewing. No, not mewing. I mean like dressing well and maybe getting into, take care of the things you can control as opposed to your jaw structure. Go to the gym, keep yourself fit, dress nice. Okay, do that. Work on your social skills a little bit. Be a little bit more confident. Now, don't be Mr. Alpha Male, but be confident. Be okay with expressing who you are. Not who you think you should be, but who you are. So when a thought pops into your head when you're in a social situation, obviously read the room. That will come with time as you socialize more if you haven't done enough of that already. But let's say you have done that for a little bit. And by the way you develop your social skills is Go into as many social situations as you can and be someone who just sits in the corner. Seriously. That's how you improve your social skills. Now you're going to say to me, well, John, whoa. You can't do that. You're going to be a loser. You're going to be forgotten. No. If you have social skills, then it's a different story. Then get involved a little bit. Then talk to people. Talk to one person, 2 people, 3 people. Chime in. Say something out loud. Ask a question, right? Crack the joke that comes to your mind. Whatever. Do that. Oh, take a public speaking course. That's a really good one. Do an acting course. That was really fun. I did that earlier last year. That was really, really fun. You can do a singing course. I'm going to do a few more courses this year, inshallah. You know, this just all helps to get out your confidence and to build that muscle of reading people. You know, acting is literally reading people. So go take an acting course. That's really, really effective. I took an acting course when I got my first sales job because I realized that I needed to read people a lot better. And I asked myself, well, how am I going to do this without jeopardizing my career? Because I have to try new things and see if they work or not. Okay, the best place to do it is in an improv course and an acting course, because both of these courses are going to allow me to be myself relatively well, or play a character, which is even better, and execute without there being any stakes. Like, there's no real world stakes here, so I can genuinely just forget about thinking so much and just be in the moment, which, by the way, was the antidote, which is what made me a lot more charismatic in my life. Just by doing that, just by thinking every situation in life is nothing more than another stage. The stakes don't really matter, that's all in your head. But anyway, I've gone on a tangent. Going back to uni again, going back to relationships. You have to have something to give the other person. And like I said, it doesn't have to be money, it doesn't have to be power, it doesn't have to be status. It has to be who you are, right? You give what you are and who you are in a relationship. Now, of course, if you're not happy with who you are, then you need to ask yourself why. And you need to ask yourself, once you've got the answers to why you're not happy with yourself, what can I now do to be happy with myself? And your answers will come. I could be doing better in life. I could be more disciplined. I could be more self-controlled here. I could be holding myself accountable in this department. I could be being a little bit more confident here. All these things are going to start popping up in your head. And this is very good because now you can start working on yourself. And once you start working on yourself, you will become more confident. I'm telling you. Because you will. And that's the end of the discussion. You will become more confident with yourself. You will become more, because you'll be able to trust yourself a lot more. Confidence literally means to confide. Confidere comes from that word. It means to confide. And what does confide mean? Confide means to trust. So in order for you to be confident, you need to be able to trust yourself. I want to be confident in myself. Well, that means you need to trust yourself, baby. Which means you need to tell yourself to do things and you need to do them. And that's called integrity. And that's called telling the truth. And that's called being a good person. So if you read the Bible, or you read the Quran, or any scripture, they all teach you this act of being confident. But it's not the fake confidence that the alpha males will teach you. It's the kind of confidence that comes from such a strong place. Because God works the opposite to the devil, right? The devil will say, no, in order to be confident, I need to lie and cheat and steal and manipulate and pretend, which is all going to take you to hell, which is all, he's designed that whole game to take you into a very, very nasty place. And I've been down that deception, and I wish I could go back and change my life, but I can't now. I've been through that deception time in my life, and yeah, I learnt my lesson, hopefully, inshallah, and alhamdulillah, with the grace of God, I'm moving forward now and changing myself and becoming more of a genuine and confident person in reality, as opposed to just in my mind. But the Bible, Quran, all teaches us this act of being confident, of being real people as opposed to fake people. All of them teach us this act. So, tell the truth, hold yourself accountable to it, and start taking action. And when you become more confident, you will start saying and doing things which will be a bit funny, they'll be a bit charismatic, they'll be a bit insightful, they'll be quite knowledgeable, they'll be quite quirky, they'll be quite weird, they'll be quite interesting. And as you do this more and more and more, a girl is going to notice somewhere in life, wherever, you don't know when, a girl will notice and you will see that she is responding to your presence and she will be very receptive to have a conversation with you. And that's how it happens. And that's how you meet people. Now, you might say, well, that sounds a bit like chance to me. And it's like, it's fate, yes, but it's also you doing the work. And remember, there's a universal law out there, which is whatever you give, you shall receive. So if you give yourself the work and you take action on that work and you genuinely become a better person, we all know that women are attracted to better people. We all know that women, both sexes really, are attracted to people of the opposite gender who are high in value. When you are working on yourself, you are going to give off the markers of high value. When you're not working on yourself, you will give off the markers of low value, because you yourself know that I could be doing better and I'm not. So you will give off the markers of I'm not very happy with myself. So you don't get away with being lazy. You might think you're getting away with being lazy by sleeping in, by not doing the work, but you don't get away with it unless you're a bullshit artist, which I'm not, and I don't want to be one. So tell the truth, hold yourself accountable, be a better person, and I'm telling you, when you start doing the things you're supposed to do in life, you will be attractive. You will meet someone. You do not need to do the pickup artist route. You do not need to do the seduction route. You do not need to, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to know a few tricks here and there, but that's social skills. It's just social skills. I found that it's better to rely on God in this matter than it is to rely on the devil, because you can go and study seduction and Robert Greene and all this stuff, and I've just found that this makes your mind twisted. It doesn't actually give any clarity. It's like you've got knowledge, dark knowledge, but you've just developed a twisted mind now. If you didn't have a twisted mind before, you will have a twisted mind after reading these books. Yeah, that's all I can really say about it. Like, all these books that Robert Greene has written, psychopaths and Machiavellians and narcissists use those tactics, and we all know how they end up. They're not very happy people, or at least they're not very peaceful people in the mind. They're in a place of extreme mental anguish. Like, really, it's bad. And you don't want to end up like that. You don't want to be like those people. Then again, it's nice to know what they're up to. You know, be as wise as a serpent and be as wise as a be as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove. So it's good to know what they are, but don't start following the advice because it will make you twisted. Just be the best you can be, man. Be the best you can be, and you will meet someone who will find you attractive, and you as a man will have to make the first move, of course, in talking to her, but she will give you markers, she will give you signs, she will give you signals to go and speak to me. Hello, she'll be like, hi, speak to me please, talk to me please. That's what it will feel like. That's what it will when you look at her, it will seem that way. And then you go speak to her, and then it will be an easy conversation. It won't be hard. It will be very natural and flowy. And yeah, but don't focus on women, because women are not going to get you to where you want to go in life. Women aren't going to help you achieve your goals, for example. Don't get me wrong, the right woman, when she comes along, she might help you get with your goals. She's not going to find your goals for you. She's not going to craft them out from the ground for you. No, she's just going to see that you're doing work, and she's going to be like, I want to hustle on that guy's train. I want to be with that guy. I want to see where this guy's going, and I want to be with him on his journey. And it's not necessarily a physical journey, it's more of like a spiritual one. Like, I want to be with this guy where he's going. Look, take a note of the evolutionary markers. Of course, women want to be with a man who provides security, emotional, mental, physical. So, it's good to know that. And confidence is one of the best markers to provide that. Confidence is one of the best markers to provide, to show security. That's why people say money is attractive, because with money comes that that financial security, which is attractive to women. Security, it's attractive to women. That kind of masculine, brash confidence, it conveys a form of security. It's like, this man can protect me. He can provide or protect me. You know, social proof shows that, okay, loads of people know him. He's invested in the community, which means he's a trusted person, which means he's got connections, which means he can protect me, or he can look after me. That's the evolutionary marker, though. I'm not talking about the kind of new intellectual markers, which are purely just based on interest and the individual woman. These are just evolutionary markers. Just like men are attracted to women with wide hips and small waists, it's and big upstairs departments and big downstairs departments as well. It's simply put a genetic marker, but that doesn't mean you won't find a petite woman who doesn't have any of those markers attractive, because she's got a very nice personality, which happens a lot, which is more bloody common than we would like to admit. You like a woman who just she's petite, she might have a cute face, but she's a petite woman. She doesn't have the markers that are stereotypically attractive from an evolutionary perspective, but she's very attractive in terms of her soul, in terms of her personality, in terms of who she is. That happens so often, and I'm like, okay, evolution isn't always right. Evolution doesn't always have the answers, I'm afraid. So women see it the exact same way with men as well. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. So that, obviously, go be successful, but just don't focus overly on women, because, well, you're not now being a better you. That's it, really. Like, you're not being a better you, you're being a weak and needy you, and that's never attractive, is it? So anyway, I wish I was there to tell myself that when I was 18 or 19 and thinking about girls, and really go out there and go socialize. And I reckon even right now, if you went out and you socialized in a bunch of clubs and you just put yourself out there a little bit, you're gonna meet in every social group I've gone in the last year, more or less, where there were quite a few women, there was always one woman in these groups that I could see that found me attractive. Always one that found me attractive. Now, I was way caught up when these moments were happening. I was too caught up in the work, so I was not paying attention to women. I was very focused on the work that I was doing and focused on doing a good job. I was not focused on attracting women or being attractive or whatever. I was just focused on doing work, and that is when these girls, I could see that they were giving me those markers of, please talk to me. And I was a doofus and I didn't do that. I didn't talk to them because I was too focused on the work. But that is what I'm saying. I'm saying that these moments will happen more and more, and you've got to just go with it, baby. All right, see you in a bit.